Hey, what's up, everyone? So, took a little bit of time just to create some stacks. So I'll just kind of give you a little rundown. I didn't have a whole lot of time, and obviously I'm just experimenting for now, and I didn't want to redo my entire setup just to add more stacks. But I did get some going, and I'll show you what they look like and what they sound like, and then play some groove with them too. Okay? So first we have a 10-inch splash, original A splash, with a 12 of the chopper underneath. Go ahead and get that. There we go. And then I put my Paiste signature 16-inch crash, and obviously upside down, with then an 18-inch chopper. So we got basically this sitting upside down. Then with the I like these Vader caps too. These Vader caps, just have a button where you quick release on and off, and then you can actually add a lot of tension with them too. So got the 10-inch splash, got the 16-inch with the 18-inch chopper, and then last but not least, I added 2 choppers just to see what they sound like. And this one is a 10, and I believe this one is a 14. It could be a 12. I don't know. That's the thing, is there's no dimensions written on these, so I'm just going by kind of what I know as dimensions for other cymbals. But then I just left my 19-inch Dave Weckl Legacy, my extra thin hand-hammered Byzance 18-inch crash, and then this is my K-Con bounce ride, and then 2 of the choppers together for this one. Okay? So let's see how it sounds. I'm experimenting with this just at the same time you guys are, so I'm going to be hearing this for the first time myself too. Alright, let's get to the other function. Ooh, that's got a cool little crash to it. Let me try to get a better angle here too. You can see all of them. Yeah, that should be better. And this is just kind of an exploratory video, guys, so sorry if it's a little long, or it takes a little bit more of an attention span than just a quick TikTok scroll kind of thing, okay? Alright, guys. So here's the 10-inch. Cool. And for a quick, nice little stack, it's great. And I just kind of gave away the Paiste one, but that's got a cool. I left it a little bit more open, so it has a little bit longer decay. And then I left that one kind of just like a trash crash. pretty good. I love this Mapex kit. And then this snare too, man, this snare cooks. And I got it for less than $300. This snare is awesome. I love this snare. Just a quick show, but it's interior. It's got 5-ply maple and then 4-ply walnut re-rings. So that's why they call it Mapex Heritage, because it's kind of more of the vintage sound and construction of the drum. And it has dual strainers, which I love. So you can really dial in what kind of tone you want from your snares or how open you want the drum to sound and all that. This is such a great drum. I normally play with brass drums, but man, this has become my new favorite snare. I use this all my gigs and all that kind of stuff. I always bring this snare just because I can get it to sound like anything. You know, put some muffling on it or a ring, whatever, and it sounds awesome. Got a great cross stick sound. Also too, because you can see this is in a really difficult location, but like I said, I didn't want to change my whole setup just to get a couple stacks going in there. But yeah, this is not in a very good place as far as where to reach, because you know I've got my tension rod right here in the way too, so I have to move my hands to the side, that kind of thing. But you know, just having fun with it and just setting up as quick as I can before I have to go to work here in just a minute. But yeah, I think it's cool, and you can create so many different sounds and combinations and all sorts of stuff. So I highly recommend, just like you can find these used. Like I said, I got an entire pack for $60. So I mean, for $60, that's amazing. How many sounds you can create with $60 is quite amazing. And then another thing too, I was experimenting with is if you take like a Master Sound Edge, you know, a crinkle cut edge, if you have those, and then put a chopper on top of that, it makes a great stack. That makes a really great stack. So, but it is a, you know, bottom hat within the chopper on top. But because there's no airlock in there too, so the sound is really cool. So there's all sorts of different combos you can make with this stuff. I think it's cool. I mean, obviously I'm just now experimenting with them and kind of finding the sounds of them. But once I kind of get them dialed in and I figure out which combinations work best, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. And then right there, because most stacks, they're selling stacks for, a couple $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, that kind of stuff. And you can easily make your own for like $50, so, and before I end the video here, this is what I mean as far as putting something with a sound edge bottom. So, see this way? This one's a K-Custom Hybrid. But if you put this on, and then see these are also, they come bent like this, so that way when you turn the cymbal upside down, it sits flush with it. And then, if you have the ripples, it won't create the airlock too. So, I just didn't want to mess with it right now, so I did the Paiste instead. But I think that would make such a great stack. That would make an awesome stack. So if you have like a 10-inch, and then this one, and it's not going to sound great without anything else on it, but let's try it if I hold it tight. Yeah, I'm just goofing. But at the same time, it's this could be a super, super good way to do it. And, bottom plates are heavier on hi-hats. So that's another idea you could use with them. All sorts of stuff, man. And I'm hesitant to put this on my K-Con, because, this is a K-Con bounce. It's like one of the best rides on planet Earth, in my opinion. But, it could kind of add like a sizzle sound, and I'll be really delicate with it. That sounds really cool. Obviously it can get a little bit crazy and trashy, but if you play light and delicate, that sounds so cool. And then we put a little bit of tension on it. Let's see how that does. That's cool. That's cool. so cool. I like so many options with sounds, and that's the great thing is like people, you know, I know a lot of people buy all matched sets of like all A customs or all Ks and that kind of thing, which is cool, you know, if you want like a uniform sound, that kind of thing, or you're really into a certain brand or that kind of thing. But honestly, I think the magic is finding the different timbres that all mix well together and going by your ear and, you know, and obviously not picking something that's going to sound bad with the rest of your setup, but I don't think getting everything, you know, all in one series is really the right call. You know, because most drummers, especially E-kit drummers, and I'm thinking of Drew too, and Daddy drums and that, like what they're doing is they're using Superior Drummer 3 or 4, and they're choosing different sounds from different kits and then putting those all into one kit. So they're not like going through and, oh, I want all A customs for my cymbals. No, they're finding what they like for their ping and their crash and that kind of stuff, and then they're combining that into one kit. So with acoustic drums, you can think of it in the same way. Like, I got a K-Con here. I got a Meinl Extra Thin here. I got a Dave Weckl Sabian Legacy 19-inch here. I got a Paiste Fast Crash 16-inch, Paiste Signature Fast Crash. I've got a 10-inch original A. I've got 15 K Suites. You know, I have Sabian HHX Complex, Paiste 20, Supernaturals, those kind of things. And then what I do is I blend the sounds, and I have, you know, my Turkish setup or my rock setup or my funk setup, that kind of thing, so that everything matches with the context of the song. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know, you know, and to each their own. If you're a fan of having all uniform, you know, all the cymbals sound the same timbre, that kind of thing, cool. But, you know, I think the fun in finding your own sound, so you have your feel and your sound and your creativity and your style, that's what this is all about, you know? It's like, you know, you could sound like everyone else out there that has all Ks or all As and that kind of thing, and everyone has the same kind of uniform cymbal sound. Or you can approach it in a way where you want to try to be specific about how can you create your own sounds to make it your own style, that kind of thing. So that way you're known for your sound, what kind of cymbals you choose for the context. Like, that's what I always do is I bring my cymbals and I ask the band leader, I said, what type do you want? You want dark? You want bright? You know, heavy, light, that kind of thing. And band leaders love that because then they know you're prepared, you're a team player, and you're willing to adjust your sound to whatever the context calls for their music. Okay? So, all right, guys. Love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.